What are the differences between AI platforms and, let's say, robo-advisors?
Robo-advisor was a great idea. Good to reduce fees. That's where they started. They are simply an algorithm, though. A robo-advisor is not AI.
Ramez here with the IRA Club, joined with Randy Tate of iFlip to go over how traditional forms of investing have caused a nuisance within the industry, in particular when we talk about risk tolerance and the availabilities that are there for the American people. With that being said, I would like to discuss, Randy, with you, how you've developed an AI-driven technology with iFlip, the first of your kind in the industry, and what are the positives that you've seen so far with us?
You said it perfectly. What people don't understand about the traditional investment models and the way it's always been done is the problem. First off, the traditional investment world, the average American or other parts of the world as well, but specifically North America, they don't realize that Wall Street passes the risk of investing to Main Street. Main Street is absorbing all of that risk because of the traditional buy and hold methodology used by every investment platform on the planet. And we're not talking robos, we're talking traditional financial advisors. They do not have the tools that the institutions have. If you believe BlackRock and JP Morgan has their own institutional money in the products they're selling all of you, then you're not understanding it. That's one of the misunderstandings. That's number one. Number two is there are significant, sometimes as many as 4 or 5 layers of fees that do not legally have to be disclosed to you that are inside your investments. So when you get stuck in the traditional spot where you're down at a big name financial management fiduciary, they are not the only person charging you. It's not just 1%. There's a money manager. Then depending on what funds they put you in, there's fees on top of those. Then there are still trading fees. There are still commissions. You are getting feed to death, and they are not legally required to do it. So, Ramez, it comes down to those two things. Number one, the traditional places do not have the technology that the big institutions and billionaires have. And number two, you're paying a lot more in fees to obtain a lot more risk. And that's the two biggest points of misunderstanding today in traditional investing.
So if you don't mind me asking, what are the differences between AI platforms and, let's say, robo-advisors?
Robo-advisor was a great idea. Good to reduce fees. That's where they started. They are simply an algorithm, though. A robo-advisor is not AI. Say it again. It's not AI. It's not machine learning. It's a simple mathematical formula, which is better than a human, that says, if this, then that. Let me give you an example of an algorithm. An algorithm might say, if Apple goes $1 above its 200-day moving average, buy it. Simple algorithm. A computer can execute that all day long. Problem is, those algorithms decay. They always decay. What AI is very different. In order for that algorithm to change and say, well, now it needs to be 10 points above its 200-day moving average or up $1, whatever it might be, that has to get programmed by a human. A human being has to go in and type that in. If it's true machine learning or AI, like we have at iFlip, the AI is running the algorithms. The machine is learning and overriding and sometimes rewriting the algorithms. The machine learns over time. It gets better and better and better. We've outperformed the S&P 500 significantly since our inception, simply because the machine does not get emotional. It didn't know what COVID was. It just knew that the signals and the things and what was going on in the world and the markets meant we got to get out. So we skipped the entire downturn of COVID. That saved many people years of recuperation time, all the folks on our platform. So that's the biggest difference, Ramez. The other difference, which is just as big, is the way we charge. We charge a flat monthly fee. There's no AUM. There's no sliding. There's no extra fees. There's no commissions. There's no trade fees. There's none of that stuff. There's no hidden fees in the back. Everything's paid up front on a monthly subscription.
So speaking of fees, Randy, You hit the nail on the head. IRA Club, we believe in flat fee models. We do not believe in percentages. So for us, it is a flat fee model. And that's something that iFlip, our partner, has also agreed upon from day one. Versus the traditional brokerage firms, such as the Fidelities, Vanguard, Schwab's of the world, they will charge you a percentage-based model. In fact, the national average could be anywhere between 1 to as high as 5%, depending if you have an employer's 401k or just a simple IRA account. Whereas IRA Club will charge you $195 and iFlip will charge you a $7 flat rate monthly subscription, and it's a tiered structure.
And the other thing about that, Ramez, and the reason we partnered with you guys is that that is the original reason. That was the most attractive thing out of the gate. Why would we want to work specifically with the IRA Club? Well, they're aligned with us. They're into the modern way of thinking around paying for services, monthly flat subscription. People today don't want ambiguous fees and charges. They don't want that. And so that is a huge reason why we are partnering with you guys. It makes it super simple. And when you think about that, you now can budget yourself, you know every month what you're going to do, and it makes it super easy for you.
One last thought, IRA Club. The best analogy that most of you that I could give, better yet, is going to be, think of us like Fidelity, Vanguard, and Schwab. Just as the same, the only differences are as they are a trust company administrator, so is the IRA Club. However, we could never choose the investment for the investor. We are a self-directed IRA administrator that allows you to take control of your financial future. Again, with the partnership with iFlip, we actually do like the stock market. We actually use it as part of our strategy when it comes to investing. So not only do we let you use iFlip, we also let you do real estate, land, syndications, private equity deals, oil and gas, anything your heart desires outside of collectibles, your own personal life insurance, or an escort.
And then the one thing everybody asks, Ramez, is like, well, hey, you're at the IRA Club. Why would I move over there to use iFlip when my guy at Fidelity does it just fine? Well, there's two things. One, big one, and I know it's a buzzword now, AI. What really does our AI do? Well, first of all, like I said earlier, it is AI. It is true machine learning. It is full automation. It executes for you. How does it work? Well, the AI brings in signals with the intention, this is our intention, to avoid the big dips, to avoid the big crashes, to not allow the big drop off to catch you. So we are first up a risk management platform. I'll give you a quick math lesson. If you don't know what beta means, beta is the risk number associated or compared to the S&P 500. We beat the S&P 500. We're better. Now, we're less risky also. Why? Our beta is about 0.6. A beta of 1 would be the same risk as owning the S&P 500. If you have investments in funds at those big houses, your beta is generally over 1. Most of them will tell you they cannot beat the S&P 500. Our goal is to beat the S&P 500 with a beta of half the risk, 0.5, 0.6 of actually owning the S&P 500. So that's how it works. It's, and again, fully automated, buys for you, sells for you based on the smartfolio you chose. All of our funds, if you will, we call them smartfolios because the AI actually does the execution for you, which is pretty unique in this space.
Let's just say hypothetical scenario. You're not sure what to invest in currently. iFlip is a great solution to at least get started in the self-directed space. So while you're looking for that next big alternative investment, whether it's real estate, land, syndications, private equity deals, to get started, open up an IRA account or possibly a 401k account, make a contribution, and park your money in a vehicle such as iFlip, where it protects you against market volatility.
No, that's the way we talk about it. You know, I'm a big fan of alternative investing. If someone tells you you have an IRA and it's self-directed and you're at a Schwab or a Fidelity, you don't. You only have the opportunity to invest in those things. When you set your IRA Club account up, you automatically get a flip account set up for you. And when that happens, your money can move, and moving money from flip to the IRA club is seamless, and it is literally point and click. So maybe you're hunting a different real estate deal, or you're looking at some gas and oil because you need some tax, write-offs at the end of the year. Well, you can very easily move that money from flip back over to the IRA club and move it to the oil deal, move it to the real estate deal. Same way, when that deal cashes out, you put your money back in the flip account. Think of it as a holding tank for the dollars you're going to allocate outside of the stock market. The stock market stuff just stays with us. It's that simple. So I would really encourage you, if you have a rollover 401k, maybe from an old job, if you have any assets just that you're trying to put to work down at the traditional investment houses, the IRA Club is the cream of the crop in getting yourself set up. Their customer service is amazing. They are fantastic at helping you get all this set up and administered.
This officially makes IRA Club a one-stop shop. You want to do real estate, please do real estate. You want to do stocks, do stocks. You want to do crypto. That is the beauty of this partnership with iFlip, is the AI component that we are giving not only to our IRA Club members, but to you, the average person who is looking to diversify their retirement portfolio. With that being said, if you want to learn more, click on the link. Let's get a demo going, and let's get started in getting you on your way through your financial journey.
The information contained herein is intended to help the viewer successfully navigate common IRS and Department of Labor requirements to help achieve successful results from their IRA. The information is not intended to replace information from your legal counsel or income tax professional. IRA Club does not offer or sell any investment. All investments have risk.